And so what I thought I would do to start this off is I would explain to you what I do with the students. So you guys are now going to be my room full of students who don't have any money, okay? And I come in and I say, hi guys, I'm so happy to see you. How many of you know that you're supposed to be here? You know that you're supposed to be here at BSSM. So I want you to take a minute and go back to the beginning. You know, like in The Princess Bride. It goes back to the beginning. And he goes back to the beginning to what? To remember what God told him that put him on this journey. Right? So I want you to go back to the beginning of what God told you when he put you on this journey. And are you supposed to be here? And so many of them will take a second and they'll say, no, yeah, I am. I'm supposed to be here. Okay, if you're supposed to be here, then we can continue. If you're not supposed to be here, and some people will kind of go, oh, I don't know, because they're looking at their circumstance instead of remembering his promise, right? So if that's the case, I will let them know, hey, you're looking at a circumstance, but why don't you look at that circumstance in the prayer room with Jesus, and then when you figure it out, you can come back into the class. Because I actually can't continue and partner with you if you don't already know what God has said. I want to agree with you, and I can't agree if you're swaying back and forth, right? Right? It says don't be double-minded. So when you get your mind as one, then come here, and I will agree with you, and we'll put 10,000 to flight, right? So they sit there, and now they've all agreed. They all are sitting in front of me, and they know that they're supposed to be here, and now I tell them, guess what? You have been pre-selected for a miracle. Come on down, you're the next contestant. If you know that you are supposed to be here, my mom used to say, you know, then God has to come through. He is a faithful God. He is a good God. And if you know that, then that means that you're set up. And he is going to do something wonderful. So instead of sitting in this room being super bummed, you should be super excited because you're going to be the one that's going to be on the stage on the first day of school screaming about what God did for you. It changes the atmosphere in the room. I'm not a debt collector. They're coming to a supernatural school of ministry, whether it's this one or whether it's yours. So the first thing you need to do is break the shame off of finances. I have had so many students sit with me and go, I sat there and I just didn't know that I could feel like I didn't know. I thought you were going to yell at me. No, I'm not going to yell at you. I think it's amazing because for whatever reason, God wants to do something insane for you. He chose you to use you as an example of his goodness. It totally shifts something in their mind. Instead of going, oh man, I did something wrong. Oh, I spent all my money. It doesn't matter if you, now this might be a little touchy, but I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you. This is my revelation, my personal revelation that I share with the students because I need them to know, I want to remind them how good God is. He's so good because they need to know that he's good. I don't think that a good God, you give up everything. Me personally, I gave up everything. I put everything I owned into a truck, everything, including my 3 dogs. Put them all in a car, drove halfway across the country by myself in a 26-foot diesel truck to get here. I had friends laugh at me, tell me I was crazy. We all know what we've gone through to be a part or to start the things that we start. So I don't think that you're going to do all of that because all you want is Jesus. And he's going to go, oh, sorry, I don't have the money for that. Does that make any sense? Listen, so you need to let your students know that. Listen, God's not going to do that. What are you giving up to go after God? You don't think he's got $4,000? That doesn't make any sense.